Brief Ruling, aka Cozy Azeroth here. I am working my way through an old TI Basic programming book, 101 Programming Tips and Tricks for the Texas Instruments TI-99 4A home computer. I am up to program number 70 out of 101. This one is called To Nearest 95 Cents. I'm going to go ahead and read the brief program description, get into the classic 99 emulator, which emulates a TI-99 4A in a modern PC. Get into TI Basic from there, type the program in, run it, see what we can learn from it, and see what we can make it do. Okay, to nearest 95 cents. Many companies like to price their goods at a figure ending in 95 cents. For instance, a $10 item might be marked $9.95 or $10.95. Here's a program which demonstrates how to make all prices come out to the nearest 95 cents. See line 40. It merely takes the integer portion of the dollar's number and adds 95 cents to it. Okay, let's type this very brief program into Classic 99. Get into TI Basic. 10 call clear. It's a very short program. This will not take long. 20 input manufacturing cost. Let's get the punctuation as written. So we have a space, oops, sorry about the pop-up there, cost, space, $, end quote, and we're going to call that C for cost. 30. Input pricing multiplier. Typos. Okay, and we're just going to have a looks like a space and an end quote, and we're going to call that M for multiplier. And this is a common part of pricing, right? You know, if you say you own a restaurant business and you price all the ingredients for a single serving of a recipe, you want to make sure you're charging enough, and the rule of thumb is to multiply that by 3 or 4 times. And some industries have a lot bigger profit margin, but in the restaurant industry, it's 3 or 4 times the actual cost of the items and labor and everything involved in making that dish. Okay. Okay, 40, P equals integer. This is the crucial line here. P equals integer of C times M plus 95 cents. 0.95. Can leave the 0. Oh, 95. There we go. Could have left the 0 off, just 0.95, but that's okay. Do it exactly as written. 50 print. 60 print retail price. And again, I'm just checking the punctuation here. So we have space, we have $, end quote, and semicolon P. 70 print and 80 print. And 90 go to 20. Okay. Let's look at the program. Call clear, input manufacturing cost, input pricing multiplier. We have the cost times the multiplier plus 95 cents. Print retail price, couple blank print statements, 90 go to 20. Okay, that's it. Let's run the brief program. It's a very, very short program. Okay, manufacturing cost. I don't know, let's say you own a coffee shop business and your ingredients for a certain drink come out to $1.74, and you want to multiply that by 3 to set your price. So $5.95 would be one way of pricing that drink. Let's say you work in I don't know, I'm making this up entirely, I'm not an expert here, but let's say you're working in some sort of manufacturing industry and you've got a product that costs you $694.37 to manufacture, and you want to make sure you're getting 6 times that in terms of the retail price, but you want it to end in 95 cents, so $4,166.95. Okay, let's do one more. I think it's pretty easy to understand how this program works. We're not gonna belabor this one, but let's do one other one. So let's because I like the coffee industry. Let's say, I don't know. Let's say you're working on drip coffee, and you've managed to get your cost on your drip coffee down to 0. I don't know, 6-8 cents per cup. A cup and coffee and water and everything, whatever it is. Okay, pricing multiplier. But let's say you want to really get 4 times, that amount of money, because coffee's pretty cheap, so you got to make some money on it. So $2.95 for a cup of drip coffee, somewhere in there. Anyways, you get the idea. Handy little program. I've said this before, but you can certainly do all this on a calculator, but it's a lot more fun to write a script that gives you prompts and whatnot. And then you can just run through and enter the numbers in. You don't have to, fiddle fart around with a calculator every time. This is a lot more fun and more interesting to do than messing with a calculator. So, in any case, hope you enjoyed this look at what this book calls To Nearest 95 Cents, program number 70 from the book 101 Programming Tips and Tricks for the Texas Instruments TI-99 4A Home Computer by Len Turner. If you happen to be watching this after the fact on my YouTube channel, be sure to check out the rest of my YouTube channel. You can find it under Cozy Azeroth, my Twitch handle, or under my real name, Zachary Fruling. For lots more Texas Instruments TI-99 4A content these days, retro programming, retro gaming, lots of World of Warcraft live streaming, and miscellaneous educational videos on a wide variety of topics of interest to me, both professionally and personally. And if you're watching this live on Twitch, same thing. Check out my YouTube channel for videos and all the above. And if you're watching this after the fact on YouTube, please do check out my Twitch channel. You can find it under Cozy Azeroth, a little nod to my favorite game, World of Warcraft, for live streams and all the above. And if you happen to catch me in live streaming, you can chat with me in the chat while I'm streaming. In any case, I appreciate the enthusiasm for these old TI-99 4A videos, my favorite retro computer. Still a wonderful system to mess around with these days, although I've been using an emulator to do the streaming, but I do have an actual TI-99 on the shelf over there. I appreciate the enthusiasm, along with likes, follows, and especially subscriptions, which do help me out greatly in these challenging and disturbing financial times. Thank you very much. I will catch you in the next video, which is going to be on number 71, To the Nearest Penny. I'm not going to look at it yet. I'll save that for the next video. Thanks again for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.